I am Mr. Steve Vecchia and I am MrItalyTours.com. Welcome to Paternopoli, and I am standing in front of the Fountain of Fish, Il Fontana di Pescare. This fountain has been around since the 16th century. It has been providing water for this town for as long as I can remember. It was refurbished in 1997. It's no longer good to drink the water, but it is still here and it is an exciting thing, and there is always a mystery to be found in this location. This is a typical water fountain, even though it doesn't have a name. Again, it would be set up just like that in trough style, so that animals that were working, that were laying around, that were just standing at, again, this street used to be dirt, so the animals would just be kind of roaming around here, eating in the field, and they would have a significant water source for them to come down and just drink. Again, this was also the significant water source for the village before water was brought to every town, every house. One of the best things about growing up in this town was the fact that I could just go to any tree, anywhere, and just eat ripe figs by the millions. During this type of season, they just everywhere, and they're so good. And that's how you do it. Just eat them off a tree, move on to the next one. And yet another historical fountain. There's plenty of them in this town because before there was water coming to any of the houses, and again, it is a farm town, the animals had a drink. And this was, again, a number one source of water. So this is Pascarella. Okay, it was refurbished again in 1997. As you can see, water in the traditional sense, these were troughs. You could have cows drinking out of here, you could have sheep drinking out of here, you could have donkeys drinking out of here, or you would have people filling up bottles, huge glass bottles, to bring home, and they would use this water here. Again, it was refurbished, so everything is beautiful and it looks, historical, but again, this water has been flowing here for probably 400 years. So in 1905, they added Acqua Pescarella, which is this one. And again, as you can see, set up for the animals, trough style, water flowing. Again, as you can look at all the farmland, the animals would just be roaming around, and you would either bring them here, or they would just show up on their own and drink. And water was constantly flowing out of it. And if you don't know what this is the quintessential farm vehicle for Campania. This is an Ape 50, Piaggio 50. Basically a little motorcycle in the front and a utilitarian vehicle in the back. This thing was everywhere, everyone owned them, and everybody worked with them. They were utilitarian field workers like mules. And if you take a look, this guy's been loaded up and getting ready to do his tomatoes. And don't forget, it's wine season, so the grapes are being plucked as we speak. So this is acquare sotto, meaning water under, or water down. This one again, refurbished in 1997 when they did most of them. If you notice, the distinction between this one was before they built the road and stuff, it was lower than the actual elevation of the road. So the area that you're looking behind is actually an underground stream that feeds this. So behind it is all ground, but the water does come from underneath. Again, as you can see, the steps were for animals, and again, for people to grab their water and bring it into their house, because there was no running water in the houses. This is the fountain in Bacciangelo, and this one is a little newer, as they redid this whole piazza in 1999 after the earthquake. They had some money. The church behind you has been here for hundreds of years. And then this fountain, as you can look, is a little more ornate with the heads of the ducks. and of course they use limestone, and of course all the carpentine on the floor with the brick. This one is more of a piazza setting where people come gather around this one. In the old days it was really just for water. They did take animal feed here. Again, this brick wasn't here, it was all dirt roads and gravel.